I was recently venting with a friend of mine about being backed up on all the projects that I'm working on right now. As I told my friend, I feel guilt that I haven't made more progress in powering through all the long, hard work that's required in getting these projects out there in the world. My friend basically told me to stop complaining and to be grateful rather than looking at these projects as a burden. It became clear to me that my friend and I were talking past each other. I was in no way saying that these projects are a burden. What I was saying was that I'm feeling frustrated at not being more productive and more efficient. These creative projects are my lifeline. I not only enjoy making movies and writing books and plays, it's what feeds my soul. But it can be a very laborious, time-consuming, and tedious process. This conversation that I had with my friend illustrates why it's important to have friends who are creatives like you. My friend whom I was venting to is not a writer or a filmmaker, so therefore he probably misinterpreted my venting as complaining. What's the difference between venting and complaining? Venting is simply releasing frustration over a temporary situation in which you have the power to take action to resolve. Complaining is habitual negativity that requires a complete and total mindset shift in how you perceive the world. Complaining is usually a sign of a lack of gratitude in general. And as I told my friend, I am very grateful for my creative work. It's just that I'm in a spot right now where I have several projects that need to be completed and it's taking longer than I wish. I was just blowing off steam. So let's flip the script and turn this conversation around to my friend's point of view. Let's say my friend teaches school and he started complaining to me about the kids in his class and how it's hard to teach kids online during this COVID-19 pandemic and how he wishes he had more resources to teach his students in a more productive, efficient way. Does this mean that my friend hates kids and he hates teaching and he hates the whole education industry? Not at all. Most likely he was venting, not complaining, and I'm sure he's grateful for his job, especially in the current economic climate when so many people have been laid off and the unemployment rate is soaring. But what if I told my friend to stop complaining about his job and to just be grateful for his work? I don't think he'd like that very much. When you have friends who have the same passions as you do, like writing and filmmaking, they can better relate to the challenges you face. I know my friends and family who aren't writers and filmmakers love me, but they rarely ask me how my book and film projects are coming along. And you know what? I wish they would, because I love talking about my creative work. But sometimes I get shy about bringing it up because I don't want to seem like I'm dominating the conversation or I'm blathering on to my friends and family about a topic about which they have little interest in. There are a number of benefits to cultivating friends who are creatives like you. Number one, they can connect you with people who can help further your career. For example, if you're a writer, networking with other writers can help you connect with editors, literary agents, and publishers who may want to distribute your books and articles. If you're an aspiring filmmaker, networking with other filmmakers can connect you with cast and crew that you can use on your next project. And of course, you can do the same for your creative friends. Healthy relationships are about give and take, not just taking. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, as that very weird saying goes. Now, how do you make friends with fellow creatives? Go to sites like LinkedIn and Stage 32. Stage 32 is a great site that's basically like a version of LinkedIn, especially for writers, filmmakers, and other creative types. You can also find fellow creatives on social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simply use the search function on these platforms and type in writing, filmmaking, or whatever your creative pursuit is. If local social distancing guidelines allow, use sites like Meetup and Eventbrite to find out when writers' workshops and author events are being held so that you can attend and introduce yourself to people there who share your interests. In this day and age of Zoom, Skype, and other virtual meetings and webinars, you can find a variety of places to connect with your creative tribe without even leaving your house. There are numerous ways to connect with other creatives, even during a global pandemic. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's valuable to have friends from all different walks of life, including those who have no interest in writing, filmmaking, or anything creative. But developing a broad network of multimedia creatives like yourself can not only help you with the professional aspect of your career, but also with that very important mental health aspect of listening to each other and commiserating when you encounter the inevitable roadblocks of getting your projects off the ground. In short, good friends who share your interests let you bitch without judging you or trying to fix the problem. But they can help you brainstorm solutions if you ask. Having friends who listen and being a good listener yourself is one of the keys to success in life.